So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about a secluded restaurant, a secluded corner, your face bathed in candlelight.
I really hate it when you're like this.
Like what?
Slick.
Slick, I am describing a nice, romantic dinner.
Do you think that that's going to help? Do you think that that's going to make this all nice?
Well, it'll be better than nice. I promise.
Ben.
What? What? I don't get what...
You get exactly what's going on here. You know you have plotted this step by step, just like you've plotted everything else.
Blake, I'm defending a client that requires a great deal of planning and preparation. And if for some reason this client does not get off, there will be serious consequences.
For some reason, your client is guilty as sin.
It is very important to both of us that she gets off, all right? And she will get off. Annie will get off, and we will celebrate. And at the moment, I'm kind of leaning towards l'auberge with a nice crisp montrachet hot duck salad.
Stop it!
What?
Stop mocking me, Ben.
I am
You have
not
played me for a fool for
mocking
too
you.
long, and I'm not going to let this happen any longer. Now, you knew that my brother's death brought me closer to Cassie, and you used it. You used her. You set her up. You invited her over just so you could record our private conversation.
I would never hurt you, Blake. And you know that, all right?
Take your seat,
Now,
please.
Later, we will talk about this, and we will work it out, all right?
You know something, Blake? Your boyfriend deserves a special place in hell.
He's just doing his job.
No, he's trying to bury us. Some job.
I'm sorry, Reva.
I don't get it. Annie tried to hurt you, too. And you don't have a problem with him defending her?
I do. I do. It's just...
It's just what?
Alan promised Ben certain things.
What things?
Alan promised Ben that if he got Annie off, he would bring him into the company.
Spaulding. Oh, my God. Alan promised him Lewis Oil.
Reva, Ben told me it was to keep Joshua from running it into the
told
ground.
you? And you believed every twisted word of his? You're living in a dreamland, Blake. Better yet, a nightmare. Ben is blackmailing us. He's going after my children. He taped Cassie confessing a family secret, and he's going to use that to take us down.
What?
That's what I just said. He taped Cassie.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. So don't stand there and try to defend the man to me. My family is his target. You're simply his fool. Here's the deal, Annie. And I think you'd jump on it if you're half as smart as I think you are. You stay away from me, you stay away from my family. You don't interfere in our lives in any way.
Damn.
And no more talk about clones. If I hear you or Alan mention it, if you so much as look cross-eyed at Josh, at my kids, at Cassie, I will haul out this tape and I will nail your sorry butt to the wall. I will happily send you to prison for the rest of your life.
I don't care. You know, I don't care. I want to see you squirm. I want to see you humiliated and tortured the way I've been.
And look where that got you, Annie. My God, you're on trial for your life. Well, congratulations. You can celebrate your little victory in an 8x8 cell for the rest of your miserable days.
Wait. Wait. I almost had a mental breakdown, Jesse.
Well, I can see how you would.
So I called this woman and she said I wasn't adopted, and I it's like someone just gave me my life back, you know? And I feel like I'm floating on air right now. I better get to Earth again, right? Catch me, just catch me, just catch me.
Well, I'm glad you're happy. What's wrong?
Nothing.
He just kind of like froze up on me or something.
No, I didn't.
Maybe.
It's just we're friends, you know?
Yeah, so what? And if a friend of mine needs a hug, well, so be it. I'll give her a hug. You don't have to get all cold on me or something.
And I don't need to be falling all over you either.
You know, why don't you let me read that letter you're talking about?
If you give me a ride home?
Yeah, come on.
Good. I don't know why you want to read the letter anyway. It's not going to change anything. But, okay.
Your daughter's no dummy, you know.
I never said she was.
Well, you're acting like she is.
Look, Buzz, you really need to back off now, okay? Leave this alone.
Oh, come on. Give her some credit. One of these days she's going to figure out for herself what the truth is. And then you're going to wish like hell that you'd stopped lying and gone to her. I mean, this is lying, the covering up. That's what hurts people, ruins lives. I mean, how many times do I have to tell you?
You don't have to tell me anymore, all right? I get what you're saying. Now just stop being so damn sanctimonious and mind your own business, please.
Well, Bite, what inspired this sudden change? Especially since you're trying to convince your son that I'm an informant for the FBI.
Did my son tell you this?
We just had a long conversation about it, actually.
I wish Daniel had mentioned it to me.
I wish you hadn't lied to him about me, but apparently this is the way it is.
I was concerned for my son. I was speaking in anger.
Oh, well, that makes it okay.
Look, obviously you're not going to believe anything I say, but I'm going to say it anyway. I do hope for my son's sake that you two begin to get along, try to understand each other.
I'm Danny's wife. Maybe there's a few things about him that I understand better than you do.
Is that so?
Hey,
I doubt it.
What?
Should have known you'd be here.
I was just leaving.
That's all right. Don't leave, Mother. Don't leave. Michelle, can you excuse us for a minute? I'd like to talk with my mother.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
What's this all about, Danny?
What kind of monster are you? You set me up to kill my own wife? I just overheard Dietz talking on the phone with his girlfriend, Mother. He was thanking her for a job well done for the boss. How could you do this to me? How? I have been going through hell. I have been trying to shut down all of my feelings for Michelle to every bit of humanity so that I could do what's best for this family and get rid of her.
Even though I made that call, you don't know that she didn't call the FBI.
I know that you lied to me.
betrayed
You went behind my back.
Oh, you're missing the point.
You set me up. You manipulated this whole thing from the beginning.
Daniel, I know in my heart that this girl is lying, one after the other, to you.
You
and
are
to
the
our
one
entire
who
family.
could never be trusted. Sorry, it's never going to happen again.
What's going on? Is everything okay?
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. My mother was just leaving. Weren't you? Goodbye, Mother. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
My dad loved that plane, too. He used to take me all over the world in it. Paris, London. And I was such a total jerk. Half the time I didn't even want to go. Because I wanted to stay home, and I wanted to hang out with my friends and my friends. Now, one of them showed up at the funeral. You were the only one. God, I was such a jerk. I wish I could have... I don't know.
You wish what, Troy?
I don't know. I wish I could have been a better daughter. Even though I wanted that money for so long, I would give every cent back. I would give it all up for just one more day with him. Just one more day with my father.
mean, this letter's pretty clear, Drew. I mean, you were adopted.
Jesse, how many times do I have to tell you that letter is wrong?
I mean, it just seems legit, Drew.
Well, it's not.
You know, I've looked through this thing a couple times, and I just can't help but notice that there's no birth certificate in there. You have that?
Of course I have one. These are all the important papers. I know It's right here. See, you. Look at you. Typical man. Can't find a thing.
Well, this is the duplicate, Drew. It's not the original.
The original was lost.
Huh. So, your father had enough money to make this pass as the real thing or something?
What do you mean, Jesse? That is the real thing. It's a copy of the one issued at the hospital. And it doesn't cost a lot to copy something, Jesse. It only costs a few dollars.
Yeah. How would you know that?
Because. Did you ever see a copy machine? Why are you asking me all these questions?
I don't know, Drew. I mean, I'm just looking through all this and...
You're looking? You don't look too good. You didn't even find the birth certificate.
I mean, it makes no sense to me, Drew. You have no pictures of you before you were a year old. I mean, they even take pictures of you at the hospital when you're born.
They got lost, too.
They got lost, like your original documents, right?
Yeah, they did. Things happen, Jesse. I mean, come on, stop being Sherlock Holmes. There's nothing to find, okay? There's no crime been committed. Nothing is wrong.
It's just weird to me, Drew, you know? I mean, even with all the problems I had at my house with my father, I had pictures of me when I was born. Before I was a year old, I had pictures. You know, I had a little wristband that they give you at the hospital. I had the original birth certificate with my original footprint on it.
Are you finished?
No, what about, I mean, your parents? They hand out letters to friends. We have an 8-pound baby girl.
Oh, my God, what are you saying? Let's have my parents arrested because they lost things, Jesse?
Rose.
What are you saying?
You know what I'm saying. You just don't want to believe it.
Jesse, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to let you see what I see, okay? It's just, you don't want to see it. And you were adopted, Drew.
All right, I'm totally confused. 1 second, the trial is being called back into session.
And the next second, it's being postponed. Doesn't make any sense.
Did you hear anything, hon? Did somebody say something to you?
Hey, your guess is as good as mine. All I know is that Reva, Josh, and Andy are in the chambers with the lawyers.
Really? What does that mean?
It means something's up. That's what it means.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, they walked in there together. That would definitely not happen unless something was definitely.
I'm shocked. No, I'm stunned. We think this is for the best, Doris. For the best? Undermining this entire case is for the best, Reva? My first priority is my family and protecting them. Josh and I agreed. We think that pursuing this any further is pointless.
I can't believe you're actually saying this.
Well, I don't want to drag my children up on that stand again and put through more pain.
I just don't get it. I mean, the best way to protect your children is to get this woman off the streets and behind bars.
We don't feel any further testimony on our part would accomplish that.
What are you saying, Josh?
Reva and I have talked about some of the things we would end up testifying to, and we don't feel that we would make good witnesses. In fact, we would probably end up helping Annie to go free.
How? This woman is guilty.
We've talked about it. Okay? It's what we want.
Doris, I've been in touch with the authorities in Detroit, and they've agreed to settle for 5 years probation concurrent with this jurisdiction.
Probation?
Well, at least we can get her on something and not let her walk away totally scot-free.
Because of us.
Okay. Okay, you win. And the people of this state lose.